Okay, hi guys, back to my channel. Today we're gonna play Fall Guys, but we're gonna make games. We're gonna make games of Fall Guys. So excited! Okay. See? Okay, confirm. Wait, I'm gonna play for now and see. Oh, that's useless. Wait, just take me just wait for a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay. Wait. Let me do something. Okay. I actually forgot the steps to build, so I'm gonna learn again. Okay.
Creative and build around together. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So from the get-go, we have a creative tab where you can create new rounds, unload previous rounds, but we're going to start a new round. Yeah, so we're going to go straight into that. From the beginning, you can really see it's going to ask you what mode you want to make. For now, we're just going to build a race. There will be more coming eventually, but for now, we're just going to build a race, and the same with the theming, so you can change the sort of theming of your race or other modes as we bring them. We're going to go for original.
Just a bit of a disclaimer here. slight changes on release.
From the get-go, you're going to be greeted with a whole new UI that you're probably not used to seeing from playing Fall Guys. The first thing you're going to want to acknowledge is that in the top left there's a checklist. So you're going to need a start line and a finish line for a race. You'll also see that you can move the cursor around with the left stick and right stick, and we've got our start line here to get us started. A few things when you're going to start building this round out is we've got our objects list. When you press right on the D-pad, immediately you're greeted with a whole bunch of icons that might not immediately make sense. So let's go through it.
Let's go.
So we have our platforms tab, which is just our static geometry, blocks and barriers, which are good little static bits of geometry that aren't quite floors and walls, but rather small little obstacles you can place. We have our moving surfaces. We have obstacles, which you'll all know and recognize, things like our pendulums and our cannons, and our little bits of decoration, which sort of add a little bit of flavor to your rounds. You can use sort of place them at the end to kind of give your round a bit of depth. You can see across all of the objects that you can place that there is a number attached to them. That affects your budget in the top right. Once you reach the end of that budget, you're not allowed to build anything else. For that reason, it's good to build the bare bones out to a round, get the basic gameplay concepts, and then add layers on top of that. In terms of your controls, you've got access to kind of up and down, moving around with the stick as said, and you can zoom in and out for those fine details. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's dive in.
First things first, we'll probably figure out how many players right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go into changing our settings here.
I think we should go for a medium
You think medium?
round. Yeah.
So you don't want to build a small starting line and then an incredibly wide level. So we've got our medium starting line.
Yeah.
So medium, you've got where we're going from here, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Pretty something a little smaller.
Yeah. Make it 5.
Again, on each of our objects, you can change the properties of each object. Most of the objects have different properties, some color, some general values. So in this instance, I can change the amount of doors and how many of them will actually be open or closed. What do you want to do with this?
You're going to rotate them horizontally.
We're going to line that up. And how many of them will actually be open or closed? What do you want to do with this?
You're going to rotate them horizontally.
We're going to line that up, and then we're going to get, and how many of them will actually be open or closed? Objects have different properties, color, some to just general values. So in this instance, I can change the doors, and how many of them will actually be open or closed? What do you want to do with this?
You're going to rotate them horizontally.
Objects have different properties, some to color, some to just general values. So in this instance, I can change the amount of doors, and how many of them will actually be open or closed? What do you want to do with this?
You're going to rotate them horizontally.
We're going to line that up, all values. So in this instance, I can change the amount of doors, and how many of them will objects have different properties, some relate to color, some to just general values. So in this instance, I can change the amount of doors, and how many of them will actually be open or closed? What do you want to do with this?
You're going to rotate them horizontally.
We're going to line that up, and then we're going to get
A little bit of floor.
a little bit of floor. This will snap, and how many of the objects have different properties, some relate to color,
Oh my god.
general values. So in this instance, I can change the amount of doors, and how many of them will actually be open or object.
Do with the door dash. Yeah.
So you don't want to build a small starting line and then an incredibly wide level. So we've got our medium starting line.
Yeah.
So medium, we've got an idea of which